Hey guys, Paas Ramos, and I'm here with Matty Ice, and today we're going to be going over the divisional round of the 2020 NFL playoffs, 2019-2020, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, before we get into any of that, just want to go over our records, at least for the playoff-wise. Last week I went 3-1, and what about you, Matt?
I went 2-2.
Yeah, so last week I had Houston, Tennessee, Seattle, and New Orleans. The only loss I took was Minnesota.
Yeah,
Close call.
Yeah, yes. Last week mine was the Saints losing and Buffalo losing.
Yeah.
And then I had Tennessee and I had Seattle.
Yeah. So, with all that being said, now let's get into this video.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team.
So, to kick off, I believe the first game we have is, I believe it's the San Francisco 49ers against the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah.
Saturday. And tough game for Minnesota, coming off of a tough Saints offensive team, really good offensive team.
They play really good defense.
They held their own and found a way to pull out the game with a W. And then the reward is going on the road to play the San Francisco 49ers.
Not good.
A complete buzzsaw of a defensive line, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I mean, just
they're gonna lose. They'll probably lose one guy from there, but in free agency. But that team is loaded.
No, San Francisco 49ers are going to be good again next year.
Yeah, they're loaded.
They have a bunch of young talent there. So, with all that being said, I'm going to San Francisco, and I'm picking them 24-17 over Minnesota Vikings. And I feel like Minnesota will compete in this game, but just San Francisco is well rested, and they just have a killer defense that I feel like is going to really get after Kirk Cousins and get in his face. And that was, I feel like, the downfall for New Orleans last week. They didn't get the pressure that they needed to on him on that final offensive overtime drive.
Drew Brees was sacked only like 11 times. Yeah, he didn't play the whole year, but he was only sacked 12 times all season, and they were just all over him.
Yeah.
But I'm going Niners. I'm going with you with the Niners. I think they're gonna jump out to an early lead, keep that lead, and then have Minnesota, come from
try
behind.
climb back, but
yeah,
at the end of the game,
I think the Niners are gonna hold them off, and I think 27-20.
Yeah. So we both have, as of right now, San Francisco advancing into the NFC Championship. Yep. So now let's go to the night game of Saturday night, where we have I believe it's the Titans. Yeah, the Tennessee Titans at the Baltimore Ravens, and Tennessee took down the defending champs, New England Patriots.
Yes, sir.
And I don't think it's the end of it for Tom Brady though. So we'll see.
No, I don't think Tom Brady's retiring or anything. I do think he's coming back, but I don't think he's gonna be in a Patriots uniform next year.
There's a slight possibility he would come back. If Josh McDaniels is out of there, then I don't see Brady coming back.
Yeah,
to
I
the
don't
Pats.
see that. That's going to be really hard for him to get this whole relationship with a new offensive coordinator.
So, sticking to the game at hand, the Tennessee Titans, Ryan Tannehill only threw 72 yards against the Patriots, and still ended up getting the W.
Yeah,
he didn't. It wasn't great weather, and he didn't have any turnovers, I believe.
I think he had one.
Yeah.
I think he had one interception. I think.
But overall, he didn't have the craziest game.
No, he didn't force the ball. He was game manager.
Yes. Derrick Henry just took over the rest of the game.
It's Derrick Henry. They're gonna ride Derrick Henry the whole playoffs if they make it past this week. But it's gonna be that's my sleeper team. But I'm gonna go safe. I want to pick Tennessee, but I'm gonna go safe and pick Baltimore.
Yeah.
And I got Baltimore 23, Tennessee 17. I think the weather's gonna be another factor.
Yeah, they said it might be like a sloppy day,
I think it's gonna be
like that.
If it's sloppy, rainy, Derrick Henry's gonna kill it.
And Baltimore's had a couple of those games like that up there already. Rainy, pouring.
The Niners game was ugly.
And there was another one. I forgot which one.
But
yeah, you're going
Baltimore. I'm going Baltimore, but if it's sloppy and stuff, Tennessee's gonna have a good shot.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a good shot otherwise.
I feel like Baltimore though, since they've already experienced a couple games like that, and in that stadium this season so far, I feel like they'll probably have the slighter upper hand just because they've already been dealing with how it is over there.
No, they have they're the powerhouse, so they should be fine.
And not to mention they have who's possibly the league MVP of their team,
MVP.
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson.
So with that being said, I'm going Baltimore 23, Tennessee 18. I feel like Tennessee will be competing to the very end, but they just won't have enough to get the final
Yeah,
score to be in their favor.
I think Baltimore is just going to control the game. It's going to be a big time running game for both.
Yeah,
both
the
teams.
game will go by pretty
Ball
fast. The
crazy.
clock is going to be pretty much running all game long.
Yeah, for sure.
Until they score. So there we go. We have that for the Saturday night game. You pick Baltimore. I pick Baltimore as well. So far we've been agreeing with everything. So now let's take it to the first game on Sunday, where we have the Kansas City Chiefs hosting the Houston Texans off of an amazing comeback that they had against the Buffalo Bills last week.
Ridiculous.
The Bills were up 16-0, and
They just
the
came back,
Texans
came back.
they took the lead 19-16, and then the Bills had a crazy drive within their own right and just to force overtime. But then Deshaun Watson did his
thing.
magician trick, and the Texans ended up winning the game. Yeah, great game to watch. And with that being said, I think they have a lot of juice carrying over from last game to this one, and I feel like it'll help them out a lot. Even though offensively, you won't face the same challenges that you from last week to this week compared to Patrick Mahomes to Josh Allen.
Yeah.
And they're similar in their ways, but obviously he's not Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes is on another level compared to Josh Allen. I don't know, man. I just don't see Houston. I don't see Houston like the scary team. I just don't see it with them. So in that reason, I'm going Kansas City, and I think Kansas City wins comfortably. But I think it's gonna be a close game because it's the playoffs. You don't see a lot of blowouts. But I got Kansas City 27, Houston 23, and I think they're gonna just jump out early. Man. Oh yeah, my homeboy.
So I feel like this game is going to be straight touchdowns. I have it Kansas City 21, Houston 28. And definitely, if you noticed last week when J.J. Watt got that sack, when they were still down 16-0, the whole stadium erupted. And then and then the whole momentum just shifted all over Houston.
Yeah, but they're at Arrowhead. So that place is not going to have any...
That's one of the loudest stadiums in the NFL.
Yeah, and Kansas City's defense has been playing better a lot lately.
Yeah.
So the last 5 weeks they've been awesome on defense. Not awesome, but they've been better every week on defense. So I think Kansas City stays winning this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Houston just because I feel like Deshaun Watson is just too legit of a quarterback.
Yeah.
I feel like he will single-handedly will the Texans into a victory just because he's just been having a phenomenal season as well, like Lamar.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think for the Texans, they're gonna ride Deshaun Watson all the way. I don't think it's gonna be anybody else helping them. I think it's gonna be Deshaun Watson, DeAndre Hopkins. Defense is not too good. They lost Clowney. JJ's still coming back. He's hurt, but he's not hurt, but he's recovered. But he's rusty. He's still getting his feet wet.
Not even that you saw what happened when they played Tennessee the last week. I know they had a lot of starters out, but still they had A.J. McCarron in compared to Deshaun Watson.
It's a different ballgame.
It's a whole different game.
It's a different game.
It's a whole different game.
The whole offense is just completely different.
So without Deshaun Watson, this team I feel like would not be in any type of...
No, they wouldn't have won the division.
At all, yeah. So, now let's take it to the last game of Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
And this is going to be one of my favorite games. The Green Bay Packers are hosting the Seattle Seahawks. And these two teams have quite some playoff history. I mean...
It's a little rivalry.
Yeah.
They're rivals, I think.
But, in playoff games, Seattle has never won in Lambeau Field.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna win this week either. I'm going Green Bay. I'm going Aaron Rodgers. The bad man he is. I think he's just gonna put them headphones on, flip a switch, and he's gonna just turn it on, man. And I got Green Bay going, man.
Yeah.
I just don't see it. He's too good.
What's your score on this one?
For Green Bay, Seattle, I got 28-27 Green Bay.
I have it pretty close here. I'm going Seattle 29, Green Bay 28.
It's gonna be a one-score game.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna come down to whoever has the ball last.
It might be just come down to either. It's gonna probably come down to Mason Crosby, man.
Yeah.
Or the Seattle's kicker.
Yeah. Jason Myers.
Yeah. It's gonna be a great game.
So, I think it was the last time that they played in the playoffs was the infamous comeback that they had. They were down 16-0 like the Texans were and ended up winning.
What, Seattle?
Yeah.
Yeah,
when
Seattle.
they won the in the NFC Championship game.
With the onside kick.
Yeah.
And it was bull.
That was
bullseye.
a tremendous game, crazy all over the place. Pretty much just like how it was,
Yeah, it was
last
crazy,
week for the
man.
Texans and the Bills.
I
in a
hated
sense.
I hated watching that game because Aaron Rodgers was going to that second Super Bowl of his, and anything was possible for him.
Yeah.
And they killed him.
The Packers were having a good season that year as well.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I can't go against. Like, I love Aaron Rodgers. Like, I know how you love him a lot, but I just can't go against Russell
I'm
Wilson.
gonna wear my jersey on Sunday, rooting for Aaron Rodgers. Can't wait. But it's gonna be a great game. I love Russell Wilson. I think he's just amazing. But I think he's been kind of slowed down the last few weeks of the season. So this is a big game for him.
Yeah, and definitely rookie wide receiver DK Metcalf.
Yeah, he had a ball game.
He had a ball game against Philly, and given their secondary hasn't been that good. I mean,
And all the
you even saw
questions-
the Dolphins tear him up on the secondary too.
Yeah, and all the question marks that he had coming into the draft, injury prone, or he's too big.
He's proving them all wrong.
He's proving everybody wrong. He's having a good season.
And he's making
He's been
a
consistent,
point
you know?
of offensive rookie of the year. Even though
Yeah.
I don't think he may not get it.
No, I don't think he'll win
I
it
think
this year.
the Titans wide receiver AJ Brown might get it.
Yeah, I think A.J. Brown might win it. I think Josh Jacobs is up there, and also can't take away Kyler Murray.
Yeah, definitely. The only thing against Josh Jacobs is his
His health.
He got hurt, and then when he did play towards the end of the season, it was not that his production was lacking crazy, but it wasn't the same
Yeah,
as
it
before.
wasn't like power numbers he was
Mhm.
doing in the beginning, middle of the season.
Yeah. So there we have it. We have all our game picks in, and let's go over real quick who we think are going to be facing in the next round conference championship. So I have it: Baltimore hosting the Houston Texans, and then San Francisco hosting the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, I got the Ravens hosting the Chiefs, and I got the Niners hosting the Packers, and I got the Packers going into what is it?
Yeah.
Candlestick, right?
Well, no, it's no longer Candlestick. It's
No,
Levi Stadium.
Levi Stadium, there you go. Going into Levi. So it's gonna be good.
It'll be tough. I mean, that's last time Aaron Rodgers was there. It was the worst,
brutal.
probably one of the worst games of his career. He didn't
It
throw a
was-
TD.
It was brutal, no touchdowns.
They
He
only scored
was-
like 3 points.
No, it was an ugly game. That was probably the worst. That was probably the worst loss of the season by far. And his worst game.
I think it's one of the worst games overall of his career. I mean,
It was bad.
he looked like I wouldn't throw him under the
And
bus
he's-
like this saying Sam Darnold, but he looked like he was seeing ghosts out there.
Oh my God, he's going back home. So
Yeah.
Cali kid, so
Yeah,
just
I know.
gotta step it up now.
No, I feel like now it's playoff time and I feel
That
like
won't
they're
happen.
ready.
That won't happen.
If this matchup happens, San Fran versus Green Bay, and it's in San Fran, Aaron Rodgers is gonna go turn into a different beast.
I'm telling you, this playoff. He's gonna go berserk, bro.
And how great would it be for him to go back to Super Bowl after defeating the team that he wanted and was dying for them to draft him, the 49ers?
I just can't wait, bro. If he makes the Super Bowl, man, I'm gonna be so happy, bro. Because if he wins one more Super Bowl, he's in the conversation again, bro. Because the conversation
It's just been dominated by Brady.
has been dominated by Brady, and I don't think he needs to match Brady to be better than him.
No.
I think he maybe gets 2 or 3. I think he's in that conversation.
Yeah, with quarterbacks, it's I mean with any position in football, but in general, it's just arguing who's better, who's not. They all are their own different entities.
Exactly.
You gotta respect them for what they are.
Exactly.
So that's my only point against the Brady versus Rodgers comments.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I got talking about Brady. I think Brady's gonna be a Charger.
The Charger, there's Chargers,
New stadium.
there's Bears, there's possibly the
Yeah,
Dolphins.
Bears. He'll be nice with the Bears, but the Bears don't really have.
They already confirmed Mitch coming back.
Yeah, and they don't have. I don't see the Bears having too many weapons for him on offense.
You could also consider the Panthers, but I don't think he would want to go there.
No. He's gonna stay AFC.
Yeah,
AFC
most
is
likely.
easier than NFC.
Yeah, NFC has been tough as of late. So, with all that being said, 3-1, Matt's 2-2. Let's see what happens this week. Will Matt come close, take the lead? You never know.
I gotta be safe. I gotta play safe. I can't
Yeah.
pick Tennessee this week.
So, with all that being said, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a nice thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the post notification bell option if you haven't done it yet. And check out my Twitter, Instagram, and website, byawesomeramos.com. And lastly, fins up.
Tua.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team.